don't take a second right on the market or something.
So what do you write, like, this one had dead cats in it, or what?
Whatever, something similar to that. 40 hours, 2 days.
So what do you said you reuse them, but not for food. So you have a container that you have dead cats in. What do you reuse the containers for? I mean, give me a
Okay, cleaning material, you put, like, no longer clean up a mess, or something somewhere, whatever, something like that, whatever, you know. Laundry detergent, whatever you're going to use, whatever, bleach.
Bleach comes in a bottle. Why would you want to use it for bleach?
You put bleach in it, you put your water and bleach in it, you just clean something with it, or whatever. Plus you clean your container out, too, with bleach. So it works hand in hand.
And where did you? I don't know why I'm even asking this. I know I'm not going to like the answer, but where did you get the idea to put dead cats in your freezer? What all of a sudden, pardon the expression when I'm talking to you, but what possessed you one day to just think, there's a dead cat. I think I'm going to store it in my freezer.
Well, like I said, you didn't have the time to get out there to bury the cat.
Okay, wait a minute. Where did you acquire your first dead cat? I mean, where was it at? Was it at your house? Did you drive down the road and seen it? I mean,
No, my house.
You had a cat that met its untimely demise, and you just said, you know what, little feller, you're taking a ride to the freezer.
Well, I didn't have the time.
Okay, no, wait a minute. So you just took it, put it in the freezer in a dish with a lid?
No, it was a dish. It was like an old ice cream.
And it didn't have a lid? You just
We put it in the ice cream container.
with your regular food?
In the freezer, separate,
What?
you know.
Well, a freezer with your regular food, or just
A special freezer.
do you have a separate dead cat freezer, or do you have this freezer with your food?
We keep our refrigerator and freezer all that clean inside out.
Okay, you can be as clean as you want, but there's a dead cat in there. Cleanliness don't count no more. What I'm saying is, you have a freezer. Here's your hamburger meat. Here's your whatever. Here's your dead cat. Is that how it goes? Now, it had a container. The lid had the container and the lid. I'm just saying. But okay, but it's in the same freezer as your food.
Yeah, I think so. Well, no, usually most of the time it wasn't even near it. You know, like that.
Well, if it's in the freezer, it's going to be.
Hardly any product in there.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, if it's in the freezer, it's going to be near your other food. We're just trying to get past this point.
Yeah.
It's in your regular freezer with your regular food.
Correct.
Okay. At what point did you become a dead cat vigilante and go around picking up dead cats that looks like in a trash can? The cat was in a trash can out here. You got it out of the trash can and took it home.
Mm-hmm. I buried it.
You didn't take it straight home and buried it.
No, not.
You put it in your freezer.
No, not that day. No. It was.
But the dead cat you got in the trash can, you took home and put in your freezer.
That afternoon.
In your freezer.
Oh, in the freezer? No. It was.
It never once went in your freezer. Know where I got this story from, because I was told you put it in your freezer. And I asked you at the time, and you said that you had other ones in there, and as soon as you got time, you was going to bury them.
That cat didn't go on.
The cat that you got out of this trash can out here, I asked you, and you said you took it home, you put it in your freezer, and I asked you why, and you said because you had a couple more in there, and when you got time, you was going to bury them.
That might have been. I don't remember if this particular time.
Well, that's what you told me. So the point is, now you're just going around town, and you're the cat savior. Cause every time you see a cat in need of a burial, you're going to take it home and bury it.
Well, that's what you should do.
Do you feel like that? No, it's not what you should do. Is that your calling? Do you feel like that's what God put you on this earth to do? Was to make sure cats had accurate burials?
Animals. Period.
What's your position on goldfish? Should we flush them down the toilet?
I would say any particular animal, whether it be a dog, cat, or whatever, needs to be properly buried. Fish.
And I'm not going to argue with you on the proper burial. I'm just saying I don't necessarily agree with putting them in your freezer. At any point. I'm just saying, it don't matter if they're sealed or not, Alan, it's creepy.
It's crazy.
I'm being serious. If it's a separate freezer that you happen to have on your back porch with no food in it, but whenever you start sticking dead animals, even if they're in a container, into your freezer with your food, it's just creepy. I'm just being honest with you. It is. It is creepy. Do you feel like maybe instead of taking it home and putting it in your freezer, possibly you should have called the animal warden? To dispose of a dead body. Because legally, that's what you're supposed to do. Legally. Actually, if you see a dead dog out here on the road, you're not supposed to take it home and put it in your freezer.
I know that.
Well, okay, is it okay for dog? Why is it okay for cats and not for dogs?
The dog's a little bit too big, but I'm saying, you would...
So if a dog's laying out here in the middle of the road dead, screw it. It's just going to have to lay there and rot.
That ain't what I'm saying. That ain't what I'm saying. If I went to work for the city, I would apply to mention to Brian about going to pick up the animals. I'll be on call for it. We'll scoop them up, put them in, back of a pickup truck, whatever, a trailer, whatever it be, and take them to this proper burial ground, wherever they may have.
Do you know what the city does to dead animals that they pick up off the side of the road?
One or two things.
They put them in a trash can, and they take them and put them in a dumpster. I had a dog that died, and I called the dog catcher to come get it. He come there and got it, stuck it in a trash bag, threw it in the back of the truck, and took it back to the animal place and disposed of it. They did not bury it. That's how they did it.
I know
And charged me $50.
And charged you $50.
And all they did when they got this place was throw it in a damn dumpster.
Yeah.
I used to work at the animal show back in 1985. They disposed of the animals. They cremated them after they killed them. And from my understanding, any dead animal that got brought in there was disposed of that way too. They were dead. They were bringing dead or alive animal, whatever, for whatever situation it was. But the dead ones were cremated.
I just feel like
I
whether it's right, whatever the animal people do or whatever it is, whether it's right or wrong, I really feel like you have issues that you need to deal with.
But, you know, one of the things.
And now it's even grown deeper because you've just expressed that you will take home a cat and put it in your freezer, but you will not a dog because you said a dog's too big. Now, could you not go home and possibly dismember the dog and put it in the freezer?
No.
Why? Is that disgusting?
I would not do that.
Why? It's dead.
That's all. You don't dismember something and put it in there for that purpose. No.
I'm not saying it doing it like to be freaky. I mean to do it to make room.
No. I would.
What would you do if you walked outside and there's a dead dog laying in the parking lot? What would you do? What would you do?
I want to actually propose a.
You're not proposing to me, Alan. I like girls.
Propose a. What do you call it? Would it be new or bring back the old? What do you call it? Quote unquote, the way they used to do it. Bring it back or propose a new one. Probably bury the animals that are deceased. Like hit my car or whatever, whatever nature.
So if you go outside and find a dead dog out there, you're going to wait till Monday, go to the courthouse and file a motion.
No.
Okay, I'm going to ask you, what would you do if you walked outside right now and there's a dead dog laying in the parking lot?
Like I said, I'd put it in a trash bag temporarily and put it somewhere.
Where?
Whatever I come up with.
Huh?
Whatever I could come up with, I don't know.
Well, I'm telling you right now, you try to put a dog in this freezer in here, we're going down because it's not going to. I'm just being honest with you.
No, I just said, you know, it's cold enough outside, it was for good, man.
Unless there's a cat. If there's a cat, it's going to your house. You just have something against dogs. Were you bit by a dog when you was a kid?
No.
Then why do you hate dogs?
I don't hate dogs.
Well, apparently you do. Do you have any dogs at your house?
Yeah.
You have dogs at your house?
I have one dog.
One dog or 27 cats?
I have one dog left of my 2 dogs. And I have
Did you go
9
to the
cats.
freezer?
You 9 cats?
I better not a dog.
You have 9 cats, you said?
9 cats.
How many of them are alive?
They're all alive.
Oh. How many, if you had to guess, how many cats do you think you got in your freezer right now?
None.
None?
None.
You dispose of them, or did you have family over?
Oh my God, Rob. No.
No, which one?
No, none of my.
Were they big cats or kittens? The big cats you have like for a family meal, or the kittens you just like nibble on when you're watching movies at nighttime or something?
What? I've had it die for.
I heard it tastes like chicken.
Oh, no. I haven't had any animals pass away for 2 months. Now, both of my 2 more cats, females, that had kittens that were so early that died.
On a very serious note, have you ever thought about acquiring psychiatric help?
No.
Never.
No, Christ. Take care of everything. JC in this house, bro. Jesus Christ, short.
I know what JC stands for.
Okay.
I'm just saying, some of the things that you say and do might not necessarily go along with society.
Well, society is so corrupt anyway. I don't see anything.
And I'm going to agree with you on that too. I do believe society is corrupt
Corrupt
to an extent,
and everything else.
but I'm just saying most people,
Most people
and wait a minute, most people at an early age, and I say early age, you're not that old, but I think the early stages of having dead animals in your freezer later on might possibly lead to you, I don't know, maybe having dead bodies under your house, possibly maybe pulling a few John Wayne Gacy's, maybe murdering some little boys after you touch them inappropriately, possibly maybe pulling some Jeffrey Dahmer bullshit going on. I mean, it starts off with baby kittens, the next thing you know, you're eating a 16-year-old's bladder. I don't know. I'm just saying, okay, you don't think you have a problem. Oh, no, what I'm saying is, you're saying, if you were crazy, you would think you were sane. I'm just saying, you don't think you have a problem. So, what if you went to a doctor and just had him give you a checkup? Just to see the doctor's opinion of mental status, for the doctor to check your mental status. You say you're fine. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm a good friend, Alan. I'll wait till you're gone and talk behind your back. I'm just saying. Okay, wait a minute. I'm just saying. What if you went to a doctor? Because you go to the doctor when nothing's wrong with you. It's called the physical. Well, yours would be a mental physical, and you go to the doctor just to see what the doctor says. If you're feeling fine, you go to the doctor, and the doctor says, "Well, you have a kidney infection." You said, "Well, I didn't feel nothing wrong." He said, "Well, you didn't, because it's inside, and you just need to take this medication, and you'll be better. That way you won't get sick." Right? So what I'm saying is, what if you went to the doctor just as a mental physical, and the doctor said, "Well, Alan, you're fine." And you would say, "Well, I knew that." But what if you went to the doctor and got a mental physical, and the doctor came out and said, "Alan, do you have dead cats in your freezer?" And you say no, because you don't. No, I did previously, and the doctor said, "Well, I think you're a nut." What would you say? Would you call him a quack?
Well, he's a doctor, but yet not all doctors are correct, right? Or whatever some doctors are, but nevertheless, they have a vague opinion.
If the doctor told you, you have a problem, take this medicine, and you won't have a problem, would you take it? You wouldn't. You'd go against the doctor's orders. What if 2 doctors said it? Okay, what if the doctor told you that you had the flu?
What?
The flu. And you said, "Well, I don't feel like I have the flu." And the doctor said, well, just go ahead and take this medicine. Because your blood, you look at the charts too, and the blood work, whatever, says that you're sick. But you just need to take this medicine, you'll be better in 2 days. Would you take it?
Even though I'm not feeling it.
Yeah. Because I've had that happen before. When I first come down with my lung disease here a few years ago, when they first told me I was sick, I didn't feel sick.
Really?
About another week is when it really hit me, but they called it beforehand.
Yeah, they can get certain things like that. Yeah, if there's something, what made you go to the doctor? Or whatever the deal was?
I just started having some breathing problems, but I didn't feel like I had a lung infection. It started off being pneumonia, and then it ended up being a lung infection and I almost died.
Yeah, I'll tell you there, but one of the things that person keeping their home or residence or business clean, yeah. Major bacteria, man. Major bacteria.
Well, this had nothing to do with that. This was they didn't even know where I got it from. I had instead of having a bacterial infection in my lung, I had a fungal infection, and they said they didn't know where it come from. But that said the particular infection I had isn't even from around here. What I'm saying is no one else around here had ever had it. It's from some other, like you have to be by the ocean.
Yeah, jet stream that brings in other
Regardless, Alan, no one else had it.
Yeah, I know, I understand what you're saying.
So under no circumstances would you ever be mentally evaluated.
No. Nope. Nope.
I don't know.
Library.
Huh?
Positivity, I mean.
Not even just to see what the doctors thought?
Nope.
I've done my own little mental evaluation on you, and I think you need medication. That's my personal opinion. You don't think...
I'm called to the deliverance ministry, and that's what I'm studying.
Excuse me?
Deliverance ministry.
Deliverance ministry?
Yep.
Like Ned Beatty in bicycle shorts or whatever, and you're going to rape him going down the river?
Oh.
I don't want to squeal like no pig!
Oh. Deliverance ministry means...
You're going to get Burt Reynolds and Ned Beatty in a little paddle boat down there, and you're going to butt rape them.
Deliverance ministry is a ministry that deals with supernatural. Demonic spirits. Demonic spirits. Evil spirits.
I'm not a professional psychiatrist, and I don't even play one on TV, but my personal opinion, Alan, and I don't have anything super personal against you, but in my personal opinion, I think you're a nut.
Alright.
I'm just being honest. I myself have certain psychiatric wants and needs, and I know. Susan, she has her particular issues, and I believe that you do too. And I really, honestly believe that you might need to be incarcerated.
It's not a screw down to the right bolt, which provides crash.
I think you got a lot of nuts screwed to a lot of bolts, but I just really feel like you need to. I think you need some help.
Here's what clinical research has found. 90% of participants experienced back pain relief. 90% reported.
If I ever hear a story of you having a cat in your freezer again, can I come over and take a picture of it?
And enjoyed
For what? Starting a catalog?
Hey, do you want to be on the Rob G and J-Dub radio show?
Okay.
Really? And I just wanted to, you allowed me to put you on video the other day.
That's a different ballgame.
No, it's not. It's the same thing. You know, you just talk about whatever you want there. And we only have to use your name.
I'm not just a back surgeon.
I'm gonna call you.
I'm also a
You
back
call me.
10 o'clock Saturday night. I'm gonna call you. And you're gonna be on the show.
myself, and I
You can talk about UFOs or paranormal activity, whatever you want to talk about. I'll give you 5 minutes
5 minutes.
to talk about whatever you want.
So if you want to sleep better or find relief for your bad back,
5 minutes uninterrupted. Now, when I say uninterrupted, I may ask you questions along the way, but what I'm saying is 5 minutes of you talking about whatever you want. Saturday night. What do you think?
One hour, right?
Well, wherever you happen to be, I'll call you at 10 o'clock. Or I can call you tomorrow and record it and then play it But I'll give you 5 minutes. You can talk about whatever you want. The only thing is I'll have to ask you questions periodically, but I'll let you talk about what you want for 5 full minutes.
Of course, it would be that's the same thing. You do something like that, you're asking questions.
Yeah, but for 5 full minutes, you can talk about whatever you want.
We'll see.
Well, I gotta know by tomorrow, or Friday. We'll talk about it later today. I mean, I won't do the interview today, but we'll talk about it later today, and we'll try to set it up for Friday or Saturday.